All right, so the first chord we're going to have is an A chord, and we're going to play that with the open A string. And we're just going to play a little triad here on the 7D, 6G, and the 5 of the B. So there's our first chord, and we're just going to play those middle 4 strings. Our next chord, we're going to go to a D sharp minor 7 flat 5, or a D sharp half diminished. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to play the 6th fret of the A, the 7th fret of the D, the 6th of the G, and the 7th of the B. And sometimes I even joke this is like a rhombus chord, you know. So there's that chord. So our first 2 chords. Okay, now we're going to go to an E13 chord, but we're kind of going to base it out here of our E9 shape. So if you know the E9 shape, that's going to be the 7 of the A, the 6 of the D, and the 7 of the G and the B. We play those middle 4 strings. To play the E13, we're just going to kind of grab our pinky up to that 9th fret of the high E. And that's kind of the lick you hear in the tune. Now, if that's a little hard of a stretch for you to get all those strings, that's totally fair. And so maybe you could just simplify a little bit playing the top 3 strings. That 9 of the E and the 7 of the B and the G. And then come back down to your E9. So, and you would get the same kind of effect. Here's our intro and our verse chords. Now that's used for the intro and the verse, and we're actually going to come back to that for the chorus. Okay, so for the pre-chorus, we're going to go to an F sharp minor 7, and we're going to play that with the 2nd fret of the low E. We're going to skip the A, and then play the 2nd fret of the D, G, and the B. And now we're going to go to a C sharp over F chord, and you can play this out of your D position if you think about a D chord, and you could just slide it down 1 fret, everything, and then you could hook your thumb or either bar that and get the low F. So we're going to be playing the 1st fret of the low E. We're going to skip the A and the D, and we'll play the 1st fret of the G, the 2nd fret of the B, and the 1st fret of the E. So our first 2 chords. All right, our 3rd chord, we're just going to come right back to that F sharp minor 7. And then for our 4th chord, we're going to go to the B9. Okay, now this is the same shape we used up here for the E9. We're just rooting it now on the 2nd fret of the A, which is the B note, and that's kind of how we plug in that B9 chord. Okay, so the first 4 chords of that pre-chorus. Okay, so our next chord is a D major 7, and we can play that a couple of different ways. We're going to play here first. And we're just going to play the open D string, the 2nd fret of the G, the 2nd fret of the B, and the 2nd fret of the high E. Okay? Now, after this D major 7, it's going to go to a D minor major 7. Okay? So what's nice about this shape is that really this is a little bit of quick theory. So if we've got a major 7 here, what we need to do is find the major 3rd, which happens to be the 2nd fret of your high E, and we need to flatten it to make it a minor chord. So the only note we're actually going to change is this note down a half step. So we had to change our fingers around a little bit for that, but this is kind of even like an A minor shape. We're just jumping over a set of strings. So we have a D major 7 to a D minor major 7. And then we're back into the chorus with the same chords we had earlier. Now, the song will also, like at the end of the chorus, it's gonna use that D major 7 to the D minor major 7 part as a tag to kind of a bookend between like the chorus and so on. So not only will it be at the end of the pre-chorus, but also the end of the chorus. Now, because we're here playing most of the chords for the chorus, you may want to play that D major 7 differently. If you did, this is a little bit harder, but if you did, you could play the D major 7 here, and that'd be the 5th fret of your A, the 7th fret of your D, the 6th of the G, and the 7 of your B. And we have to do the same thing, just a quick theory. So where's our major 3rd? And that's right here. That's the 7th fret of our B. So we have to flatten that note to make it a D minor major 7. So it's probably easiest to think of it like this and kind of switch up our fingers. So to get that minor major 7, we'll play the 5th fret of the A, the 7 of the D, and then the 6 of the G and the B. Okay? So let's play through the pre-chorus. Okay, so the bridge to this song, we're going to go to a B minor 7, okay? And we're going to root that on our 2nd fret, and we've got the 4th fret of the D and the 3rd fret of the B string there. So and this is kind of a floaty bridge. And then we're going to go to an F sharp minor chord. We're also going to just play that at the 2nd bar in the 2nd fret, and having the 4th fret of the A and the D string down right there, okay? Now we're going to come back to the B minor 7, right there. Now after the 2nd B minor 7, we're going to go to a D major 7, just like we've played before. And then we're going to come back to the B minor 7 and back to the D major 7. So the bridge should sound like this. Now we're back into the chorus. Now there is a little lick there in the bridge, and there's this little hammer from the 2nd fret of the D to the 4th fret of the D, and that kind of is used to go in between the chords there if you want to. And you could, if you don't want to, that's totally okay too, but so that was Put Your Records On. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.